Hey everybody, welcome back to Haven Family Farm. In the shop here again today. Got the 5140 with the cab here behind me. And we're gonna work on another little sort of how-to repair type video. You can see here the hood is open and the side panels are off, this side and the other side. So today what we're gonna do, we got a new muffler sitting on the floor. And here's the old one, I'll show you after. It looks like it's rusted through in quite a few places. So, never done this before. We're gonna try and see how it comes off. Looks like there's a U-bolt here, a couple bolts here, and we'll walk around the other side here. I got some wax drying on the roof there. And then there's a couple bolts here, and then just a vertical exhaust pipe right here. So I had previously soaked these in a penetrating oil a couple days ago. I hit them again this morning. So hopefully they'll come off easy. These are all 17 millimeter, just in case you're wondering. All right, hopefully you can see here. Let's see about loosening these guys up. Not too bad. That's loose. That one's loose. How about these on the turbo clamp? Let me go get a little more spray for those because I really don't want to break something here. I'm glad they broke loose. The next thing will be, will the muffler and turbo separate? So you may be wondering why I'm not using an impact. I am probably going to get one out here in just a minute, but when I'm doing stuff like this that's kind of rusty, I tend to try and not use the impact to get started if I can help it, because sometimes, you know, these new ones, you can hear that they're so powerful that, yeah, see, that stopped moving already. The next thing you know, this one's good and loose. You've done snapped a bolt off or something before you've even loosened it. So let me now that we've got these loose, I'll grab an impact and we'll loosen these, and then we'll go around the other side and I'll show you what you got to do over there. Beautiful. We'll set this guy out of the way. I'm sure somewhere where I'll kick it or trip over it and dent it, because that's just the way my luck goes. All right, how about these guys here? Nice and tight once again. I'm gonna be in your way, and I just kicked you. Sorry about that. She was a bit tight. No comments from the peanut gallery about that. So, I do believe that that is all the bolts that hold this thing on. So, we'll have to go back over the other side now and see if we can get it loose from the turbo. Alright, since you guys didn't have a good view from down there, I just want to show you quick. Here's the two nuts that are on the clamp here for the turbo. And this is where the muffler and turbo come together. I did take the nut off the one side. The clamp is loose. That nut is being a little bit difficult, and again, I don't want to break this, so I'm just going to leave that on. I think that should be loose enough. I could loosen it a hair more if I had to, but it should be loose enough to hopefully separate these two. So that's what we're going to work on here. Okay, I got myself here a nice OSHA approved 5-gallon bucket to stand on, because my step ladder is currently elsewhere. And now it doesn't want to move. All right, got her off. Just a little tip, and this is why I do these videos. If you need to do this job, 2 people makes the removal of the muffler easier. What was happening was, because the muffler's kind of long going across the the engine bay, you'd go to pick up on one side and then it would kind of bind. So you needed to kind of take the thing off almost evenly straight up, which was kind of hard to do. It wasn't like super rusted on there, but it was rusted on there and some soot and stuff, just enough that it wanted to be a little bit tight coming off. So if I had a person on the other side to be lifting and stuff at the same time that I was, it probably would have come off in 2 minutes instead of 10, but even 10 minutes ain't bad. So let's take a look here quick. I don't know if you can see, my screen went dark right here. These are holes all the way through the muffler completely. That's rusted pretty good. The ends here are rusted pretty good. It's just here it's separating some. There's kind of like an outer cover on the muffler itself, but the bottom here was the worst. I actually had a little pry bar prying on it just a little bit to kind of help lift it, and you could just hear the rust crunching as I was prying on it. This is an actual CNH, you know, Case International replacement part here I got. For those of you that have watched my video I did on the Maxxum 5250, I had some issues with aftermarket exhaust stuff on that. So rather than fighting with it and ordering one and it not fitting right and all that, I just went ahead and ordered the factory one because I didn't feel like dealing with the nonsense. So now we got to get this back into position. All right, we got that all cleaned up. It'd be nice to put, if anybody knows of any kind of product similar to like a Never Sees, maybe something like that. Oh, this is so close to going on there. That's meant for, there it goes, high temperature applications. Leave it down in the comments, because I had kind of thought about putting something on there like that, but I figured it would just kind of burn off. And see, here's the same issue. You can see I'm trying to push down on this side and it's just picking up on the other side. So once again, having two people would make this just a little easier. Okay, so before I tighten the muffler clamp on the other side, there's these holes right here. This is a fixed bracket right to kind of the framework here. So I want to make sure I get these two holes lined up and get these bolts started in here first. Because if I go and tighten that down and it's in kind of a crooked position, then I won't be able to, you saw me have to fidget the muffler there a little bit. You know, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So here we got these guys started, and now I can finish up on the other side there. Okay, so we're making some progress here. Been fidgeting around with stuff. The bolts that are here in this bracket, working with those. You can see this guy here is starting to get a little rust in him. Never ends. But anyway, now that's a bit of a tight fit. Might have to back this bolt off just a little bit here. All right, guys, she's all back together. It takes a little bit of fidgeting things around. There's some play. These holes here are a little bit elongated on both sides. And then this top piece up here, you know, I mean, you could readjust it, but I was trying to get the muffler kind of back where it was so that when the hood closed, the top two pieces of the hood, everything lined up right. So I got this clamp tightened down. I did end up getting the tripping over tools here and the tripod. So I did end up getting this clamp tightened down, but there's the stack put back on as straight as I can get it. So now I just got to you know, pop the hood back open again, wipe everything down best I can, and I got to put the two side panels back on. But hopefully this will make it just a little quieter in the cab too. But so there you have it, guys. Not really a exact how-to on the muffler, but just, you know, I was working on a shop project here. Thought I'd show you what I was doing. Again, it might be helpful to somebody with limited skills. You know, you can do this. It's not complicated. Again, two people is a little bit easier. If you plan on doing this, or any project really that looks like it has rusty nuts and bolts, if it's a project that you are sort of scheduling, well, hey, I'm going to work on that next week, take your penetrating oil and start spraying stuff down 2-3 times, you know, leading up to the point that you work on it. And that'll work a lot better than just trying to spray it down the second you go to work on it. Not that that doesn't work, but just a little tip there. So anyway, I'm going to finish putting this back together, clean up my mess. Thanks for watching. Questions, comments down below. And hey, thanks for being here and watching. I appreciate it, and I sure hope to see you guys on the next video.